That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sunday Fun Day, and we are live in the alley with Billy Trzynski and Josh Savali. Let's go, Buffalo! Sunday afternoon in the alley. Girls, boys, and bills at Downtown Brew. Ballet. Prognostications and various jokes. I'm glad you're alive in the alley.
This is strong. Whatever I'm drinking, it's strong.
That's what he said.
That's right. Hi.
How are you?
Great. And you?
I'm okay. I'm freaking cold.
Not yet. I mean, still?
I am chilly.
Okay. Welcome to week 12 of Live
in the Alley!
Like a bunch of idiots, we keep coming back for more.
It's nice to be back, though.
It is good to be
After
back
a
again.
win.
After a win. Today is the biggest Bills game since last week. I put it right there.
You are correct.
Yep. What'd you think about that game? Bills won 32-6 over the Jets. The Jets have since already lost another game, so we can't
But they
really...
scored 6 points both games.
They're consistent. They scored an offensive touchdown in 2 straight games.
Which is...
Consistent. They also lost to the Bills. Let's stop talking about the Jets. Let's start talking about the Buffalo Bills.
Jimmer, were you filming those gloves?
Oh, I got mine. Oh, you got your own today. Ah.
They don't match, but...
Well, do they
One for
match
the-
in warmth?
One for the left hand and one for the right hand.
I was going to say, is it one for the left and a left for the right?
I did that. It really messes up your thumb if you do it
The other way,
Yeah.
it doesn't really work. The Bills. So that was cool. They look like the Bills a little bit again.
Yeah. We should have beat them more.
Well, we
I
start off
think.
the game 9-0 instead of 21-0.
Well, it's 9-6. Or, come on, man.
Yeah, get your crap together.
But-
But they did. Want a couple facts on the game that's kind of fun to talk about? It's always fun when the Bills do well and you're not always just poo-pooing them.
Yeah.
How about Razagul Douglas?
Rasul?
He was good. 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery.
Not bad.
First Buffalo Bill with 2 picks and a fumble recovery since
1966.
1998.
Okay.
Name that defensive back.
Rasul Douglas.
Yes. Senior. Famed Bills defensive back Kurt Schultz. Did it in 1996 for the Bills, so that's pretty cool. Boy, the trade's paying off already. Needed help, you got help.
He's been the man.
He's been
really good.
well,
since
now
he
that he's
got
playing
here.
more, yes.
We're going to need him today.
We are going to need him today. Quick, before we move on, there's a couple cool things because it's fun to finally be excited about a good win again, not like a win against
A
the
good
Giants.
win against a bad team.
That's fine. It's a good defense that they beat.
Great defense.
That they put a lot of points up on. Speaking of offense, new offensive coordinator or interim offensive coordinator Joe Brady, first game. Looked a little kind of like he knew what he was doing.
Do you think Brady takes us to the Super Bowl?
I don't know yet. Got to win today. Maybe.
I don't know. As a Bills fan, you would never say that. But
No, right. Brady taking you. The Bills, something we've been preaching, all of us have been preaching, not Jimmer, though. Hey, I don't think he preached about this. That was good. The Bills ran pre-snap motion on 62.9% of their plays on Sunday, the most since 2019, the second most in the Josh Allen era. Yeah, it seems to work a little bit. Yep.
See what the defense is doing.
And those guys, all the guys who actually watch film,
I know.
not including Double A, because he watches film, all made the comment, look, the Bills ran motion. This makes life easier for Josh Allen to see the coverages, even if they're disguised or not. If someone follows the motion, man, you have a better idea of what's happening, and that was proof positive on Sunday. Want a cool Leonard Floyd stat?
He is Man,
really good.
what a decent pickup. Seriously.
No,
you
I know,
know, I mean, we got him for nothing.
$9 million for the year for the player he is.
He's got 9 sacks.
Yeah. So here's a cool one that I thought was interesting about, and it includes Bruce Smith. You want to talk about the Bills and sacks? Leonard Floyd had 2.5 sacks on Sunday. He had 2 sacks against the Jets in Week 1. He is the first Bill to have multiple sacks in both games against the Jets, which we played twice a year, since Bruce Smith in 1990. With all the defensive linemen that we've had, good ones, the last handful of years, I mean, guy comes out of nowhere and makes plays. He's always moving. Floyd is always moving.
And I never understood this, but he is bendy.
He's Gumby out there. He is. He's like what you wanted Von Miller to, like old Von Miller.
Yeah.
The shoulder dips, the way he takes his arm and makes the letter Q out of it, much like Gumby. It's pretty impressive.
He's Gumby, not bendy, Gumby.
You know who's Gumby's best friend is? Pokey! Ah!
Man.
Man, my jokes are never as good. Wait till Aaron comes on. He's got jokes. Not as good as Gumby and Pokey?
Man.
Blockhead?
I don't have any weather jokes today.
Oh, you spent them all last week. You blew them all last week?
I threw away the paper, so I don't even have that last joke.
Oh, the one you were saving?
I was going to save it.
Listen, we can't rely on anyone on this show except for Dave.
That's right.
That's right. So cool. The Bills look good against a bad team, and that's fine. You should look really good against a bad team.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
Today we play a good team.
Today we play a good team. Today we play a team that
lost to the Jets.
Until Jimmer proves me
They
wrong.
lost to the Jets.
Until Jimmer proves me wrong, may not be as good as their record indicates.
Who?
The Eagles.
Oh, I thought you meant the Jets.
But they're as bad as their record indicates.
No, they are better than their record indicates.
No, they're worse than their record indicates.
Maybe that's what I meant to say.
One day we'll nail all this down. Enough on the Bills. They look good. Allen looked good. Shakir's touchdown was amazing. Ty Johnson. Yeah, you had Ty Johnson on touchdown bingo last week. You're a winner.
I think if they had a celebration song,
Yeah.
he should have Shakira, My Hips Don't Lie.
Oh, like the Sabres goal songs?
Yeah.
If they yeah. Hips don't lie. Do you think he did a little hip wobble there?
Oh, he did, definitely.
Well, that and the Dalton Kincaid doot block.
Well,
I just went over to my
that was part of the play.
Part of the shaker.
Doot, Shakira, Shakira.
That's what we have to say now
My
if those
hips
two are
don't
on the field. Doot, Shakira. Oh, my bloody goodness.
Oh, we are bad at this.
Wait, what? All right, is there any? All right, you know how I know we're good? Is anybody else doing it in the alley? I didn't think so. You're the best. They're the best because we're the only. Just like when my dad tells me I'm his favorite son. I'm his only son.
Oh,
Sorry, Dad.
we should call Carl.
We
We
should.
need that wagon back.
Oh yeah, Carl, bring the wagon if you're watching on closed circuit
Bring the
television
wagon,
somewhere.
Carl.
Bring the wagon. We want that wagon dragon and whatnot.
The sun's hitting me now.
Is it?
I'm getting warming up.
I can't wait till we can't see Double A because of the glare. My favorite part of the show. Welcome to
That's
Winter in the
everyone's
Alley.
favorite part. Oh, we can't see Double A. Thank God.
Speaking of Double A, let's find out from Jimmer just how good these birds actually are. It's time for Jives.
With Jimmer!
Oh, listen to that song. It's been a while since we've had to scooch.
Guys, how was Thanksgiving?
Good.
It was happy.
We heard you were out of the country for Thanksgiving.
Kind of. Georgia.
That's a long way to go. Really out of the country.
How were the peaches?
Not bad. Pretty good.
Did they come in a
Pecan
can?
pie.
Were they put there by a man
Were there millions of peaches?
in a factory
Were they peaches for free?
downtown?
All right, that's enough.
Enough of the presidents of the United States.
They got
That is really strong.
alcohol coffee because that's just what we need here,
All right, let's talk some Eagles.
unfortunately.
We're going to go back to last weekend. The hype machine was all systems go, promoting Monday night Super Bowl rematch. Eagles went into Kansas City to play the Chiefs. Teams traded touchdowns in the first quarter. Then Kansas City, with less than 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, added 10 more points, take a 17-7 halftime lead. First half, Philadelphia's D allowed Kansas City 121 total yards of offense. While on the other side of the ball, the Eagles' offense on their first 6 possessions had only 2 first downs, going 3 and out 4 times. Both the defense and offense for Philadelphia turned things around in the second half. The Chiefs could only muster 47 yards of offense the rest of the game.
Wow.
While Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts scored 2 rushing touchdowns, giving Philadelphia a 21-17 lead. Chiefs' final drive, they were 2nd and 10 on their own 49-yard line. Patrick Mahomes threw deep to wide receiver Marquez Valdez-Scantling, from here on out what we refer to as MVS.
Yep.
And what would have been a sure score when the ball slipped through MVS's hands. 3rd and 10, Mahomes is called for intentional grounding. Then a 4th down, a final incomplete pass, giving the Eagles the ball, who ran out the clock for the 21-17 win.
Question.
Yes.
This was the rematch of the Super Bowl.
Correct.
And when you see like the headlines on Tuesday morning, they're like, Eagles get revenge after Super Bowl loss. Is it really revenge? One was for the title, one was a regular season
Well,
football
that was
game.
like us beating Kansas City in the regular season.
Yeah,
You know,
It's not
a-
necessarily revenge.
no, I
but
don't like that.
I mean, they beat them.
It's a victory over
Yeah.
a prominent team.
Right. Yeah, but when they
you-
say revenge, it's like their win
Yeah.
was for the Super Bowl.
Did
Yours
you
is
see Kelsey hurt Swift?
on the oh no.
Because they were all in the same picture.
All lined up.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I hope he doesn't.
This is former Eagles head coach and current Chiefs head coach Andy Reid's first ever loss to his former team.
The Chiefs.
Now, in that game, the Philadelphia D's really stepped it up in the second half. I mentioned they only allowed Kansas City 47 yards of offense. To go into more detail, the Eagle D forced the Chiefs to punt on 4 of their last 6 possessions, the other 2 ending on a Travis Kelce fumble, and when Kansas City turned the ball over on downs to end the game. Chiefs offense didn't do itself any favors in the game, as both Kelce's fumble and a first-half Mahomes interception both came on the Eagles' 14-yard line.
Do you think Kelsey played bad because Taylor Swift wasn't there?
Usually plays good when Taylor is there, but
She
this
wasn't
time,
there,
yeah. So maybe it was in his head, and his boo wasn't there.
Jimmer, please say his boo again.
I thought it was
Only
his
when the
day.
opportunity presents itself.
I cannot be forced to say boo.
Brings us to today. Eagles are 9-1, first place in the NFC East, best record in the league. Let's take a look at their offense. Overall, 9th in the league with over 362 yards per game. For comparison, Buffalo is 6th, but the difference between the two is only 10 yards because the Bills are 372 yards.
I thought it
Philadelphia.
was because we had a white quarterback and they had a Samoan quarterback. That's the difference.
Have they had their bye yet? That might make a difference too.
Yeah.
Good as well. And I don't see things on racial disparity here, Josh. No, let's keep it.
All right. Sorry, Jimmy. But it is the difference.
It's coffee. It's strong.
Philadelphia has 2 of the better players in the league at their skill positions. You all right there?
No.
Double A, we won't be able to see you at all.
All right, go on.
Running back DeAndre Swift, number 3 in the league in rushing, only 2 yards more than James Cook, who's number 4. While wide receiver A.J. Brown, 3rd in the league in receiving yardage, only behind Tyreek Hill and C.D. Lamb, who have both already played this week.
You know who's right behind A.J. Brown?
Who would that be?
Stephon Diggs.
All right.
Just saying. If you're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it.
That's fine.
Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
Well, I'll talk more about A.J. Brown. He did not have a good game Monday versus his Chiefs. He only had 1 reception for 8 yards. First game this year where Brown did not have at least 3 catches in a game, and only the second game this season with less than 66 reception yards.
Yeah, he was on quite a hot streak leading up to that game.
Yes, in weeks 3 through 8, he had a stretch of 6 consecutive games with over 100 yards receiving.
Jimmy, was he injured?
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
He is on their injury report, though, this week.
I did not see that.
Yeah, hammy.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think it was a bruised thigh.
Quad?
Yeah, quad.
Yeah. He was on their injury report.
I did not see that.
Just
on
staying
ESPN.com.
one step ahead of you.
Well, in the Kansas City game, quarterback Jalen Hurts had 2 rushing touchdowns. That has Hurts with 10 career games with multiple rushing touchdowns. Ties him all time with Cam Newton for most career games, multiple rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. And he's got 9 rushing touchdowns on the year, going along with his 15 passing TDs. Big deficits do not seem to faze the Eagles with Hurts at quarterback. Past 7 times they've been down by double digits in a game, including Monday night. They have come back to win.
Oh.
Some other notes on their offense. They are second only to Cleveland in time of possession. They are first in the league in not only third down conversion rate, but also fourth down conversion rate. Brotherly shove.
Yeah. You know who's second to them in third down conversion rate? The Bills.
Who's number 1?
What were the Eagles?
Oh, okay.
Got what I'm saying there?
Got it.
Yeah.
It's that, coffee.
I don't know what's going on.
Watch out for them coming out of halftime as they have outscored their opponents 72-17 in the third quarter this year.
Sarumba.
Going over to Philly's D, the numbers state you don't want to run on them as they have the league's best rushing defense. This season, the Eagles have allowed a total of 765 rushing yards against. Number 2 team is Jacksonville, who have allowed 870. It's a difference of 105 yards.
So they're pretty good.
Yeah. Numbers, however, do state you want to attack the Eagles through the air, as they are the 5th worst in the league against the pass.
Sorry, I was thinking of a buffalo attacking an eagle like mid.
You don't want to do it today, man.
Yep.
So far this year, they have allowed 21 touchdown passes against to only 5 interceptions. That's the worst touchdown to interception ratio in the league. There have been
Can a buffalo swim?
I've never seen one.
Swim. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, they're great swimmers.
Yeah, like a hippo.
Yeah. Keep up anonymous?
There have been some quarterbacks this year who have had big games against the Eagles. Week 2, Kirk Cousins threw for 364 against them. 2 of their last 3 games, Sam Howell lit them up for 397 yards, and Dak Prescott 374 in Week 9.
Do you know that Howell going into Thanksgiving game led the league in yards?
Yes, I did know that.
That's crazy.
He threw over 300 that day, too.
Yeah. And they lost
I mean,
again.
all
Yeah.
those people threw for that many yards, but they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Maybe running the ball is the key.
We'll find out at 4:30.
Maybe.
425.
now you've stated A.J. Brown is allegedly on the injury list.
Oh, well, you said allegedly, so I wasn't sure where that was going.
Biggest name is tight end Dallas Goedert. He has missed several games with a forearm injury and will not play today.
They basically, leading up to this week, reading or listening about the Eagles was like, they don't really even care about their tight end position.
No.
They're just like, no, okay.
Good enough.
Yeah,
We'll get
we
by
don't
without
need,
him.
we don't need any.
Looking at their schedule so far this season, they start off 5-0. Then in Week 6, they played a Jets team that was apparently from an alternate universe. Gave the Eagles their first and only loss. They won their
What
last
was the
4.
score of that game?
I want to say 21-14.
How did they score 21 points?
Hurts turned it over like 3-4 times.
Yeah, he
Okay,
did, yeah.
it was defensive touchdowns.
And a late interception.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, and whatnot.
Eagles are winning, but for the most part, not winning big, as you alluded to earlier.
Oh, I did.
Yes, you did.
Ah, okay.
6 of their 9 wins have been by 1 score and only 2 double-digit wins. Of course, we got to mention head coach Nick Sirianni.
Yep.
Local boy, done good. Kind of local. Went to Southwestern High School.
Local enough.
Yeah. All time, Philadelphia leads the series versus the Bills 8-6, but Philly has won 4 of the last 5. Last Bills win in the series was October of 2011 when the Bills won 31-24 in Buffalo.
Against Mike Vick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Closest contest between the two was their very first meeting on October 7th, 1973. Bills quarterback Joe Ferguson went 6 for 9 for 63 yards
Oh, it's a big game.
In the quarter?
in the game.
It was a big game for him.
O.J. Simpson rushed for 171 yards, while the duo of Tom Sullivan and Norm Boulash each rushed for over 100 yards for the Eagles.
I never liked Boulash.
Yeah.
I think he went on to play with the Dolphins.
A little bullish for
That's
me.
why I didn't like him.
You knew you didn't like him. Who? That guy?
Buffalo had a 24-16 halftime lead when Philadelphia scored 10 unanswered in the second half, making the score 26-24 Eagles. Final scoring came on a John Leipold 47-yard field goal to give the Bills a 27-26 win.
I got that Leipold jersey buried away at home.
Might want to break it out for today.
Who knows?
And that's all I got on the Eagles.
Who's your favorite Eagles quarterback ever?
Ron Jaworski.
Who's your second favorite Eagles quarterback ever?
Randall Cunningham.
Yeah, didn't he have the play? It was in Buffalo.
I was at that game.
You were
Seriously,
at that
I was
game?
at that game, yeah.
Wow, I know you were a
nice.
closet Eagles fan.
Just went to different games.
Oh,
back in the
okay.
day.
That is great.
All right, Jim. Thank you very much, Jimmer.
Well,
All right, it's first down, Jim.
yes.
Jalen Hurts, quarterback for the Eagles. Started off at this college,
Alabama.
then went to this college.
Oklahoma.
You're the man. Second down.
That was too easy.
Well, that's why it's first down.
Oh,
Second down. It's pretty easy, too.
okay.
Philadelphia beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl a couple years ago using this trick play.
Oh, Jesus. It was a pass to Nick Foles.
What,
The
you
Philly
remember
special?
Yeah, all right. Third down. Now, this is the layup. It's like 3rd and 2. Maybe you'll do a little tush push on this one. Before Lincoln Financial Field,
You're taking it easy on Jimmer.
not yet. No, just wait. Before Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles played in this stadium,
Veteran Stadium.
also known as another turf monster like the others. It's fourth down.
Yes.
The Eagles have been around for 90 years this year. In 1933,
Wait, the animal or the team?
just the animal
Okay.
and the team, weird, born on the same day. In 1933, the Eagles replaced this franchise in the NFL after this franchise went bankrupt.
Boston Braves.
The Frankfurt Yellow Jackets.
Okay.
Did some digging there. Incomplete on fourth down.
Oh, well.
The Frankfurt Yellow Jackets?
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt.
Yeah, not Frankfurt. They weren't from Germany.
Well, where is Frankfurt?
Outside of Philly, I think.
Wait,
Maybe
you
it's
don't
just
know?
some guy's name.
No, I have no freaking clue. Maybe it's some guy's name. John Frankfurt Yellow Jacket. Frankfurt.
Well, while they're Googling it,
Frankfurt.
I was away last week, had a little extra downtime, and Thanksgiving dinner with the family, and I saw that David Letterman was going to be on one of the late shows. So I got together
You
a
a
top
top
10
10?
list.
Yeah.
Perfect.
These are 4 words you don't want to hear as you are about to sit down for Thanksgiving dinner with the family.
Okay.
Number 10, we don't drink here. Number 9, does this smell okay? Number 8, let's talk about politics.
How are all these not number one?
Number 7, the cops are outside. Number 6, I'm probably not contagious. Number 5, the plunger is missing. Number 4, have you found Jesus?
Oh, boy.
Number 3, Joey's back on meth. You know, he always got that one family relative
Who's
going
on
through
meth?
some issues.
Yeah,
going through
yeah,
some
yeah.
issues, you know.
Yeah, Dad, remember that Thanksgiving when we found out that Aunt Carol was on meth? Yeah, that's crazy.
Joey.
Number 2, yup, that's a worm. Number 1, why is Grandpa naked?
No. You know, the number one was never good as anything else on the Letterman list.
It was always there.
Yeah, it was always like anticlimactic.
So Frankfurt is a neighborhood in Philly.
Ah! West
Fact
Philadelphia?
checker.
They used to be my favorite team
Who's that? The Frankfurt Yellow
back
Jackets?
in the
Did you have, like,
30s.
pajamas? Frankfurt Yellow Jacket?
Yeah,
It came with
couch
hot dogs.
cozy.
It was a hot dog. Frankfurt.
Frank Ford. It was actually a hot dog on wheels. It was a Frank Ford. Oh, boo. All right, Double A, it's your turn.
Your turn to get booed.
Yep.
Get over
Yeah,
here.
There's no way I can follow that.
What are we doing now?
Hey!
Dubla.
The sun
Brought it
has
up.
disappeared.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Brought it up.
Hi, Aaron.
Like, hey, son, go away, so the people can see this beautiful thing.
You're a bad father.
Yes. Yeah, that's why I don't have any.
Hey, son, go. I'm done.
Yes.
Hey, son, go away.
What is it? There might be meth in this coffee. Anyway.
Billy's back on meth.
So should we start calling you Joey?
No.
Okay.
Billy Joey. Maybe.
So what do you guys want to do? You want to do what I was going to do, or you want to do something else?
Do what you're going to do, man.
Okay,
We
let's
heard.
do it,
Let's
man.
try that.
Yeah.
All right.
Math.
So we're going to do either or.
Okay.
And what I want is...
I'd like to call it either or.
Okay.
You going to wipe it or flush it?
Yeah. If you can, pretend that you're the GM of your own football team.
Like a made-up team?
Yes.
Okay.
The Frankfurt Billy Bobs, or something of that sort.
We have hot dogs on our uniform.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm big into that. And yellow and bees.
So I'm going to give you 2 names, and I want you to tell me which one you would draft when it comes to your time.
okay.
The Frankfurter.
Yes.
We're going to start with like Jimmer and work our way down?
So, yeah. Well,
Okay.
I mean, you could do it.
Everybody chime in,
you
whatever.
want.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
need a
So,
buzzer.
so for special teams, you're drafting a special teamer right now. You're drafting a kick returner. Mm-hmm. You choose between Devin Hester or Deion Sanders.
Hester.
Hester.
Prime time.
Oh, I hate that, man.
I don't like him either, but if
That's
he's
fine.
in the Hall of Fame,
That's, you know what?
Devin
So is Devin
Hester's
Hester. He's
Is
going
he?
in. Yeah. I don't know.
He's definitely nominated.
Yeah.
Now he's just making up.
Yes.
You can
Right.
say it. I'm making stuff up.
How about for a punter? You've got Shane Leckler or Ray Guy.
Oh, Ray
Ray
Guy.
Guy, Hall of Famer.
I'll take Guy.
Yeah.
They have a college named
Plus,
after
it's a
him.
fantastic name.
Oh, Ray Guy.
Hey, Guy.
It's fan.
It's not even 2 first names. It's a first name and then a thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then what you are.
Yeah. You.
Hey, I'm Ray, Guy.
Yeah, but Guy's a first name, too.
Gooey.
No, it's Guy.
Yeah.
Reggie.
Riggy.
Oh, Reggie.
All right. How about for your kicker? Morton Anderson or Adam Vinatieri?
Vinatieri.
I'm taking Morton Anderson.
I'm going Vinatieri.
Wait, who had?
Who's the guy with a half a foot?
Yeah.
Tom Dempsey.
Tom Dempsey. I'm
taking
going Tom Dempsey.
Not neither of them.
Not available. You can't just draft people.
Vinatieri.
He's got,
got
half a foot
more-
and a half arm.
randomly. All right. Fine.
More
You can do it.
game-winning, big game kicks.
Yeah. He was awesome.
All right. So I've got 3 sets of running backs, but we're going to do them individually as the 2s. Okay.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So first is Eric Dickerson or Emmitt Smith.
Eric Dickerson, he's fast as a fox.
I'd go Emmitt Smith because I think he had more longevity.
Yeah. I'll go Dickerson because he was cool. Emmitt Smith was never cool.
The goggles.
Yeah. Yeah, and he had big legs.
I like the big legs.
Nice.
All right. That's the other one I'm thinking of, too.
Are you talking about women or running backs?
Legs?
Yeah.
Or longevity, as Jimmer said.
Get dirty.
All right, hurry up, Aaron. Hurry
Get
up.
dirty. Next one.
So this one, when I wrote it, for me, was tough. Bo Jackson or Walter Payton?
Oh, definitely Walter Payton.
Bo Jackson.
Jackson, great for like a year and a half
Yeah,
or whatever. that he's there,
uninjured
but-
Bo Jackson.
But now that was not the question.
That wasn't the question. Yeah, it's sweetness.
Yeah.
He was awesome. Because he could catch. He was a great out of the backfield, too.
Yes.
Josh?
I love Bo.
Yeah.
I know.
Bo was a better baseball player than Walter Payton.
Was he a better baseball player than Dion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. That's fine. Even Dave knows. He knows Bo. Ah!
Bo knows.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Now, this one's also tough, I think. Jim Brown or Barry Sanders?
Oof.
Barry.
Oh, that was way off.
I
It all depends.
Oh, wow.
I just
That
saw
one
a
is-
lot of
that's
Barry
toss-up.
Sanders highlights, and
Yeah.
And
That documentary was fantastic.
yes, that's what I watched
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah, it was very
so
good.
is that why you asked me?
I would go
'Cause
Jim
you knew I
Brown.
watched it.
Yes, of course.
I'm going Jim Brown on the basis of he was an animal. I think his game today would be better suited. Nothing against Barry, but I mean, there's only like one guy in the NFL that can run around people, and that's Tyreek Hill. And I don't think Barry Sanders was as fast as Tyreek Hill.
I think he was.
He might have
He
been.
was like after he got around people, then he started sprinting.
Just Jim Brown, though, I think suits
like-
today's NFL better when you want
like
the power
when he-
back.
Yeah,
I
Later-
can't
I
argue.
Later
I
in the
can't
career,
argue
when he
now.
was running and like he would like, you could see he was like pulling his legs. It was so,
I can't argue with you.
It was so
Yeah.
fun. All right, how about let's do some tight ends?
I love doing tight ends. Let's go.
All right, let's do Shannon Sharp or Travis Kelce.
Kelsey.
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 Tony Gonzalez or Gronk.
Gronk.
Yeah, I'd have to go Gronk.
I think Gronk, I think Gronk is the best tight end I've ever watched play football. Other than Kelsey. Gronk was just awesome. He could block. Gonzalez could do it all too. I think Gronk was just a better playmaker, and he would do the little stuff.
He was big. He was
Yeah.
fast. He
Shannon
was strong.
Sharp may have been the first wide receiver
Yes,
tight end, though.
yeah. He was a guy that you could put in the seam.
Yes.
Like the Bills used Kincaid.
Yes.
I think that's a pretty good
And
good
he
way to
looks
put
like
it.
a Bronco.
That horse face guy. Yeah, everyone. Yeah. Wow, that wasn't a hard one.
All right, so I only picked one set of O-linemen. Let's do Anthony Munoz or Jackie Slater.
I don't know Slater. I do know Munoz.
Slater was for the Rams, but I would go Munoz.
Orlando Pace. But I'll go Munoz.
Munoz.
It's fun to say. Yeah.
All right, let's do wide receiver.
Yeah, boy.
Terrell Owens or Calvin Johnson.
T.O.
Yeah, I'd go T.O. too.
Nothing against. I mean, it's not a knock on Calvin, but
Really?
I'm a Calvin Johnson.
Right? Me
He
too.
was awesome.
I-
And he had the worst quarterback.
Yes.
I think T.O. is. I think T.O. is one of the best receivers I've ever watched.
So is Calvin Johnson.
I agree.
He was just stuck in Detroit.
Yeah, I know, but that's such a hard thing to go off of. What school did Calvin Johnson? Oh, Georgia Tech. He was a freak there.
Be like saying Calvin Johnson or Larry Fitzgerald. They both awesome receivers, both played for bad teams.
Although Fitzgerald made it to a Super Bowl at least.
Once, yes.
Oh, remember what was the crazy Fitzgerald fact from last night? Larry Fitzgerald has more tackles than passes dropped as a wide receiver, because he would always tackle the guy when they picked it off.
Yep.
Insane, people. It's insane.
The thing is, he should not have to tackle people.
Al, you saw his quarterbacks.
Yeah.
This one was interesting to me. Jerry Rice or Randy Moss.
Moss.
I'd go Jerry Rice.
I think I'm going to go. You're not going to lose.
No.
I'm going to go Moss.
Mine's recency biased.
Yeah.
I was a little after Jerry Rice, and I know watching Randy Moss, it's kind of like Gronk. Like, that's the guy at that position that was the best.
I mean, he's a great player, but who's recognized as the greatest receiver of all time?
Lance Altworth.
And I got 3 sets of QBs for you.
Oh, boy.
The first is Otto Graham or Drew Brees.
Otto Graham. He won like 7 or 8 championships.
Yeah. He's one of the best ever. Mm-hmm. Did you see that thing about Drew Brees? He can't throw the football.
He can only throw left-handed.
He can only throw left-handed when he plays catch in his backyard because of the shoulder stuff he went through.
What's the joke that San Diego finally got it right? They traded him away because he can't throw the ball because of the injury.
Yeah.
It only took
20 years. Yeah.
I don't know how to answer that question.
It's not bad.
All right, this one is Joe Montana or Steve Young. I figured because they both played for the same team.
I'd go Montana. More Super Bowl victories.
Yeah, but you're starting off. He was a pure passer.
I like Steve Young.
He was one of the first mobile
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
he was. I
Yeah,
like
he gets
watching
to. I'm
him
not
play.
saying Steve Young, obviously not bad.
Yeah.
Tiebreaker, Montana went to Notre Dame. I'm taking Montana.
Okay.
That's his own fault.
All right,
Why? Because he's smart?
the last QBs. Tom Brady or Peyton Manning.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Brady.
I thought that would be a...
That was
No, not
sad.
even close. That was the easiest one we did.
I like one better than the other, but
Yeah.
Who, Brady?
All right, well, let's finish with a couple of questions.
All right.
Okay.
Would you rather
Yes.
catch a touchdown or hit a home run?
Hit a home run.
home run.
I think the exhilarating
Home
feeling
run, yeah.
of hitting a home run would be incredible. Yeah, you get the trot. Home run. What about you?
I would catch a touchdown. I don't...
Nerd.
Yeah. That's why.
Baseball's the nerd sport.
Would you rather street hockey or broom ball?
Street hockey.
Oh, broom ball.
Broom ball.
Street hockey.
Broom ball.
Well, no, street hockey, because I chipped a tooth playing broom ball once. They did it at like 1
1 in the
o'clock
morning? Yeah.
at the college.
Oh, yeah.
So we went to Sonny's, did quarter drafts.
Yeah.
And I went and played broom ball, and some girl knocked me down, and she wasn't even hot.
Oh, exactly.
Well, obviously, I mean, she was bigger than me, so.
Would you rather it be sun and frigid or rainy and 80?
Rainy and 80.
Rainy and 80.
Rainy.
Rainy and 80.
Rainy.
Give me rainy 80.
And I ended that with that because I was lying to you. I did bring the weather joke.
Yes!
Oh,
Weather
all right.
joke! Weather joke!
Whether you want it or not, here it comes.
What is the difference between weather and climate? You can't weather a tree, but you can climb it.
I'd like to welcome everybody to
right.
the end of Live in the Alley as we know it. Because that was worth it.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Gee, thanks. All righty. So the Bills don't play for another 8 hours. No, it's closer than that. It's not like the old days there where we played at nighttime.
I actually didn't hate the 4 o'clock yet.
No, I'm all right with the
didn't
4
hate
o'clock. Easy peasy. Bye week
better
next
than
week.
8.
Yeah.
No show next week. Bye week. We're taking a week off just like the Bills. And I'm going to the Sabres game, so that'll be fun. Quick picks.
Who they playing?
Steve-O's birthday.
Oh, that's right.
We're going to start off with, of course,
Take a deep breath. Get ready.
I know, I'm thinking. Packers at Lions. I'm taking the Packers even though the Lions are hot.
I would think Detroit would have the advantage, but yeah, I'm going with the Packers.
Okay? You too?
Yeah, Lions.
Yeah, didn't the Packers win? Okay. I'm going to take the Lions.
Commanders at Cowboys.
I just want you to know, Jim, it was really hard last week to do the segment because I didn't realize how much I relied on what you said. I was very lost last week.
All right, so we can all agree that the 4 games that happened before today we would never get wrong in a lifetime.
Yes.
So we're moving on to Tampa Bay at Indianapolis. Jim, your say. Oh, boy.
He's
He
not.
had a crazy week.
He's a crazy.
Only because he's a white billionaire.
That's right.
Oh, that poor
See,
guy.
Josh, he brings race into it too.
Tampa Bay at the Colts.
That poor white billionaire.
Colts are giving 2.5. Tampa Bay is 5-0 against the spread on the road this season, all as an underdog. But Tampa Bay has lost 5 of their last 6 games. I say it's 6 of 7. Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I really had thought that kind of Tampa Bay had figured out stuff, and then the last 4 weeks happened. And
Yeah,
I
they
was like,
stink.
wow, they're not good.
No.
And I like the Minshew. So, Colts.
You know, you don't play the game to lose, but I don't think that if I was a player on that team, I would not want to play for that guy. Jim Irsay.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a billionaire and I'm white.
Yeah, they're out.
For me.
They're out to get me.
So, Tampa.
F him.
F him, brought to you by Crino Music, 811 Central Avenue, 366-4800. At Crino Music, we know music.
You can F him if you want to.
You can F your friends behind. I will go with Tampa Bay. All right,
And with that, Scott's like, I'm out of here.
the real battle of the
No
balls
friend
today.
of mine.
Patriots at Giants. Oofa, oofa, oofa.
The Giants are actually getting 4.5 in this.
After DeVito's performance last week?
Manning, DeVito.
Matchup of the 2 worst scoring teams in the NFL. Yes, worse than the Jets. And yes, it is on local TV. That's your 1 o'clock Fox game.
Great. Good time for a nap.
I'm going with Giants. Danny DeVito's kid.
It's like twins, though. He's too tall.
I think the Patriots' defense is better than the Giants' D, so that's why I'm going with the Patriots.
I'm going to go with UAA because, well, just because they both suck.
So bad.
But
I can't believe,
I think
I can't believe that we actually have to have that as the local game.
it's a.
Oh,
Who cares?
All right. I'm going to go with the Giants because the Patriots never beat the Giants on November 26, 2023.
Well, you go with the Giants because they're bigger.
The big men. Remember, their logo should just be a giant person. We've talked about this time and time again. We shall also talk about the Joe Burrow-less Bengals against the Matt Canada-less Pittsburgh Steelers.
Cincinnati is getting 2.5 at home. Jake Browning makes his first career start at quarterback for Cincinnati. Pittsburgh, 20th team in NFL history to be outgained in their first 10 games of a season. Only one of those 20 to ever have a winning record. Cincinnati 0-3 outright and against the spread versus divisional opponents this year. I'm going Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's going to luck out to another win again. Like, they just happen to get Joe Burrow-less Cincinnati.
And we want them to win too, right?
I don't think so.
I mean,
I think
we don't want
Cincinnati
the
Oh, no.
Bengals.
below
We-
Pittsburgh and Steelers.
Yeah, you want the Bengals to win.
No, we don't.
Yeah, there's a thing.
Well,
a thing.
there is a thing.
There's a
That explains it.
there is a list.
I
of
could be
things
wrong.
I'm
I
supposed
think
to root for, but
I think we want Pittsburgh to win just so the Bengals are
done.
Yeah.
because we
They're
Well,
done.
whatever.
They're done anyways. There's
whatever.
no-
I'm gonna pick Pittsburgh.
Okay, at 3-0 Pittsburgh. I don't know.
You're welcome, Moon.
Quickly, if you go through the list, you have the Colts, the Bengals, the Titans, the
That's Earsay.
Cardinals, the Browns, the Raiders, the blah
He's
blah blah.
just
blah.
naming teams. For
Minnesota,
no reason.
the Jets, all these. There's a huge number of teams that are playing backup quarterbacks or non-starters at the beginning of the year.
Oh, okay.
It seems like there's a lot, but it's still heading into Week 12. 3 less starting quarterbacks than last season. When you talk about all these backups playing, last year at this time, 53 quarterbacks had started in the NFL. This year, it's only at 50. So it's not that much different than last year when it was like, oh, so everybody's backup is playing. That's actually less.
But I think this year it's because of so many major injuries.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas last year it was people replacing.
Yeah.
Right,
bad.
right.
Well, you look at like
Oh,
Indy is because
yes,
of an
you're right.
injury. Cleveland's because of an injury.
It
Bengals
was-
because of an injury.
Yeah, last year was more bad quarterback play.
Speaking of bad quarterback play, Carolina at Nashville. Tennessee. That's what I meant to say.
Tennessee is giving 3.5. I got nothing. I'm just going to say Tennessee because they're at home.
Okay.
Nashville.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Dakota.
Who the hell did the Panthers beat?
How could they have beat somebody?
Like they
they
beat
beat?
somebody. Who the hell did they win?
I'm gonna guess Washington.
Redhead Chep style? Step?
The Texans.
Chep
they beat
style?
the Texans.
Yeah, I think it was Houston. Yeah, I think
Chep
you're right, Josh.
style.
Before Stroud found his
Yeah.
Stroud.
Found his stride.
Bryce Young is terrible. He's going to lead the league in pick sixes for a rookie all-time
it's not
ever.
his fault. That team is terrible.
Oh, that team is terrible. So Carolina by 2. AFC South division matchup. Jacksonville at the Texans.
Texans are getting 1.5. Since 2018, Houston is 8-3 against the spread and 10-1 outright versus Jacksonville.
Wow.
I'm going Houston.
Cool.
This isn't the game we're gonna get.
No.
We get the red zone.
I think we got Pittsburgh, Cincinnati on CBS.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I will, I guess, dream of watching this game, and because it's a fantastic matchup. I expect lots of scoring,
Sure.
and in the end, the good team wins.
You got it.
And the good team is?
I don't know. That's why I
okay.
wanted to watch the game.
No prediction.
Man, I think Houston's gonna win, but we're rooting for Jacksonville.
Because Jacksonville's going to end up winning that
the
division.
division.
Yeah.
We want them
we
to win
want
the
Jacksonville.
division, and we don't want.
All right,
Tell-
fine. You convinced me, Jacksonville.
I'm the best.
Yep.
Sure. New Orleans at Atlanta if you're really into the NFC South.
Atlanta's
is into that.
Atlanta's giving 2. It kind of carries on with what I'm about to say. If anyone cares, the winner will be in first place in the NFC South. New Orleans has won 6 of their last 7 versus Atlanta. I'm going with New Orleans again.
New Orleans gets their quarterback back, right? It's Carr.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Atlanta?
No, because the head coach for Atlanta doesn't know how to use his players.
This is true.
I'm going New Orleans in protest.
Perfect.
I'll pass.
I'll go New Orleans because I like their jerseys. You're going to pass on that one? Okay.
Well, they used to have that half-footed kicker.
Yeah, Tom Dempsey.
Dempsey.
Root for that.
Yeah.
All right.
There it
And
is.
And he
No,
only
he was
had
on
one
Buffalo
arm,
for
too,
a couple
right?
seasons.
He was,
too,
yeah. Yeah, noted New Orleans fan, Josh Savali.
It's my favorite team, man.
L.A. at
I had a half a foot.
Arizona.
Arizona getting 2.5 under head coach Sean McVay. The Rams are 12-2 against the spread versus Arizona. I think the Rams went through a little slump, kind of back on things. I'm going with the Rams.
Yeah, I don't think the Cardinals have anything figured out.
No.
And the Rams barely have it figured out, but that's enough. Rams.
I think this is a good slot for a tie.
Yes.
Murray's looked good since he's been back, but I hate his guts. Go Rams, go.
That mighty mouse. I love watching him run around.
He's really
But
fast.
I don't like him.
No. In a game of imminent attrition, because Denver can't stop winning, Cleveland at Denver.
Denver is giving 1.5. Denver is on a 4-game winning streak. And this qualifies for a Believe It or Not segment. Russell Wilson is tied for 4th for touchdown passes. Leads the league in 4th quarter comebacks this year with 4.
Ugh.
I'm going Denver.
Denver won all 4 of those in ugly games.
Yep.
Like,
They
don't
they
look
won.
good. They just won them.
Yeah.
But I don't know who's the Browns quarterback? That 3-name
Dorian
guy?
Thompson or something like that.
Robinson Thompson?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's good enough to keep them in it. Even though that defense is phenomenal. No, I lied. They're going to stay in it. It'll be close. Tie.
Ooh. Time for double A.
I'm going to go with Cleveland, even because of their defense.
It's so good.
And I was actually surprised how good Russell Wilson
Yeah.
ran around our pass rush. Mm-hmm. I was,
He played good against Minnesota, especially when it counted the other night.
but I'm going to go Cleveland because I think they're okay.
I'm also going to go with Cleveland because I think they're okay, and this will be the last time we're going to willingly want to pick Cleveland because unless Baltimore craps the bed, they're going to win that division, and we need Cleveland to lose, but I hate Denver right now, so that's the way it is.
enough.
All right, into the afternoon slot. Here's where it gets kind of crazy, folks.
Whoop.
KC at Vegas.
Vegas getting 9, our biggest spread of the week. Kansas City has not scored any points whatsoever in the second half of their last 3 games.
That's crazy. And 3 in the last 4 games. That's it.
Vegas has played 3 games since head coach Josh McDaniels was canned. Those 3 games are 3-0 against the spread. I'm going to go Kansas City, but not covering the spread.
That's interesting.
Vegas kept up very well with Miami last week. I mean, that was a one-possession game.
Didn't the Raiders give Kansas City fits in the first game?
They always do.
I think they always play them tough, but
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to go with it's a tough game, but the Chiefs actually score in the second half and pull away at the end.
I'm going to go with you. Man, the Chiefs' schedule is so soft.
Right? How does a number one get
I know.
soft when
Bengals' schedule is softer than ours.
we end up getting the hardest schedule in the entire league?
Yeah.
But, yeah, Chiefs are going to win by like 3. You know?
Okay.
I'll go Vegas because it was Mikey Siri's birthday yesterday. Happy belated, Mikey. Baltimore at L.A.
LA getting 3. Matchup of the number 3 ranked Baltimore defense versus the 29th ranked Chargers defense.
Nope.
Baltimore has scored 31 points or more 5 straight games. Give me the Ravens.
Oh, yeah. This is an easy Ravens. Chargers have nothing.
Yeah, what? Is he the first coach to go, even though they're not going to lose
Well, second coach.
all the
Be the
games?
second one.
Right.
But, yeah.
But I mean, he
The next, maybe.
Staley's gone.
Well, here's what's going to happen. Is the Chargers are going to win somehow today.
They're going to charger it up.
And they'll be like, what is going on here?
Yep.
We don't know what to do.
I agree. They're stupid. And that's a night game. Tomorrow night, Chicago at Minnesota. I got that right?
Yes, you do. Minnesota is giving 3. Chicago's on a 12-game divisional losing streak. Minnesota has won the past 5 versus Chicago and is 4-1 against the spread in those games. Vikings all the way.
I don't know. I think it's going to be closer than you think. The NFL's caught up on Dobbs.
Yeah, sure.
Fields is back.
He looked good against
He
Detroit
looked bad
last week.
last week. I think it's closer than you think. But yes, in the end, I think somehow the Vikings pull it out.
I agree with you, Double A.
I agree with you,
But
Josh.
I wouldn't be surprised if Chicago did something stupid and won.
Sure.
All right, for all the marbles today, Bills, Birds.
Birds are giving 3.
It's crazy.
Just
That's what
3.
I think. That's a crazy line. I thought it would have been 6.
Oh, I agree with you. Yeah, I thought
I was shocked, and it was right out the outset that the line was that close.
2.5.
The odds,
3.5.
odds makers have been leaning Buffalo's way the entire year.
Yeah.
And they've been making a ton of
Oh God, they're making a
freaking
ton of
money
money.
off of it.
Yep. Hey, we covered the spread last week, so
Yeah.
why not 2 weeks in a row with a win?
Philly quarterback Jalen Hurts, 13 straight wins versus teams with a winning record.
Oh, damn.
In his past 28 regular season starts, Jalen Hurts is 26-2. Buffalo will score some points, but I'm going Philly 33, Buffalo
Shut up,
30. 33-30.
How did
It's a
Philly,
push.
How did Philly lose their one-loss game?
That would be to the Jets from an alternate dimension.
But how did they lose it?
Interceptions,
Turnovers.
Interception.
Interception.
which they don't do a lot of.
2 last week,
I
and they
think
still won.
I think the Bills defense comes up with a couple of key turnovers. We win at 26-20.
It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a war, Billy.
Whoa, whoa.
And I think we win by a half a point.
Okay.
22.5 to 21.
Okay, I got it
That's
right.
1.5
22 and a half. Yeah, wait, yeah. Okay, I'll still write it down.
Math is solid. I checked.
Jimmer, back to what you were talking about with rushing touchdowns.
Yes.
This is the most combined rushing touchdowns per career for 2 quarterbacks ever, between Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts. So that's
First ever meeting of the two.
Yep,
as well.
that's kind of a crazy story. Also, the Bills are going to win by 70 on this and this alone. Stephon Diggs boarded the airplane yesterday in a Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirt.
Ooh.
That's it. The game is over then. They should have just got on the plane, then got back off, deplaned. The Bills win by 70 because, I mean, if you do that, you're winning that game.
I'm in.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.